The Federal Ministry of Transportation is pushing for the actualization of an acceptable policy framework to reposition the maritime sector for better performance. At a validation forum convened in Lagos, experts in the sector explored the draft document on national maritime transport policy with innovative suggestions on strategies to drive development. TVC News correspondent Ifunanya Eze reports.
Globally, the maritime transport sector has been identified as a critical catalyst for economic growth and prosperity of any nation. There is hardly any segment of an economy that can do without the maritime sector, considering its relevance in economic activities. But Nigeria's huge maritime potential is being underutilized, which is prompting the push for a national maritime transport policy. Participants at this validation forum are convinced implementing a maritime policy framework would bring about a positive turnaround for the sector.
The key goal is to actualize a safe, secure, clean, internationally and domestically competitive maritime sector.
It has increasingly become a reality that the maritime sector cannot be administered successfully without a policy document that contains genuine, reliable, and updated data.
Members of the National Assembly are of the view that legislation will help achieve the desired paradigm shift.
I therefore expect that after stakeholders' input, the new National Maritime Transport Policy will result in a draft legislation or several legislations for that matter.
While for industry practitioners, optimizing potential in the sector leads to a self-sufficient and competitive maritime sector that generates more income.
We have always been clamoring that we should not rely on foreigners coming to develop an industry for us here. We believe that we, the Nigerians, will be the ones that can develop it and create the job opportunities that is highly needed and bring the revenue that is needed in this country.
The validation of the National Maritime Transport Policy Framework is expected to set the tone for the approval and final implementation of the policy document, as this is expected to change the narrative in the maritime subsector and bring about the needed economic growth. Ifunanya Eze, TVC News, Lagos.